right, all right, all right. They're saying good morning. Hi, everyone. Okay, okay. Don't have to be so loud about it. Hi, how is everyone? Good morning, good morning. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Leslie. Um, let's see. It's Monday. It's the week before Thanksgiving here in America. Um, Yeah, I think, hi, Regina. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Susan. Hi, Dolores. Good morning. Welcome. How are you all? It is, let's see, we've got one full week before Thanksgiving, and then all the craziness starts. You know, the getting ready for the holidays and everything else. Man, it doesn't matter. Um, what holiday you celebrate. It's always this time of year it gets kind of crazy. And yes, hi Shelly. Hi Donna. Hi Bren. Good morning. Hello. So hi Connie. That's a great big good morning. So we're going to be getting ready for the upcoming holiday today and working with our Cricut Joy. Love this little machine. And I especially love it for making cards. I made just while I sat here waiting for the show to start. What are you chewing on? All right, piece of plastic. It's already started. Oh, really, David? Hey, Rocky. Yay. Yeah, I love my Joy too. You're a new Joy owner, Shelly, right? So this is the Cricut Joy, and wanted to point out that it was released in the UK recently, I think. I think it was, or it was someplace else, but it was released. It's not everywhere on the globe yet. So I thought that we would come back and have a look at some of the new cards that they've made for, look at this, isn't this cute? Gobble till you wobble. Happy Thanksgiving. I actually did this one wrong. I'll tell you about it in a second. This one is just a plain old pumpkin, which I suppose could be for Halloween, but I thought it was Thanksgiving. So, or, you know, we can still use pumpkins, right? I still have my pumpkins. I got to cook them. Anyway, you let your mom use it. My mom, I don't know if my mom could handle it, but my mom's got, you know, some dementia. So, but she did ask me, she loves to do puzzles, and she asked me if there was something that she could do to help me. Isn't that cute? And I said, oh, I don't know. I have to think about that. She likes to sort things. She sorted all my cards once. So maybe I'll do that for her. I don't know. Give her those. Hey, so today's Monday. I don't even know what day it is. Monday the 15th, halfway through the month of November. Just wanted to remind you that we have a giveaway going on, and one that's going to be starting soon, I promise. Yesterday, I spent the whole day, I didn't talk to anyone. I just kind of stayed in and tried to clean. I'm having a hard time with that, but also tried to plan for this week and next week, because next week will be kind of an abbreviated week. We won't probably have something on Thanksgiving, and then, you know, Black Friday and all of that. So I started planning for the rest of, you know, the Thanksgiving and early Christmas and early holiday stuff. So I did that, and then I realized that Hanukkah is on Sunday after the Thanksgiving holiday. That's so early. So started to plan for a few Hanukkah type things as well. We have another busy week. This week we are going to be making a double-sided wooden like porch sign that we're going to use vinyl on, and I'm actually going to use the Maker 3, I think, or maybe the Explorer 3 to cut the vinyl because it's a wider sign. Normally I would do these with the Joy, but it is a wider sign. So I thought that we could do it with the maker. So we're going to do that this week. We also have to, my son, who is Sparky the fire dog for our city, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, he is going to be meeting and greeting all the kids in the city on Saturday morning. Well, no, it's actually Saturday afternoon. So I thought it might be nice to put together some goodie bags. So I need to start working on that. And then I thought about those turkey lollipops that I could make. So I think that would be fun. So I'm going to get that together because I go as his handler. He's making the most of being Sparky the fire dog. So we've got that this week. What else do we have? Oh, darn it. It's left my mind, but there are lots of really fun things that we're going to do. We're starting with some Christmas things as well as we did this past Saturday. You know, we made that gorgeous church, which I thought was just so beautiful and was fairly easy to put together, although it was a lot to cut out. So if you decide to do that, we did do that on Saturday night. So, and coming up as far as big projects go, this Saturday we have our Zoom call. This is a monthly call that we do with anybody that wants to join, that likes the Miss Rita to the rescue or the Cricut Chat group. And you would log into Zoom, and we're going to have just a card making session. We're just going to hang out and talk and have card making. Normally we will just like kind of just talk, and I feel like I need my hands to be working. So I thought that we would do this card making marathon, and bring your friends, anybody can join. I'm going to try to also stream it on YouTube like we've done in the past with Melody Lane, remember? So I'm going to try to stream it there. So in case you're too shy, which you shouldn't be, but if you're too shy to go on camera, then you could also watch it. Or maybe you're just not in a place where you can be on camera or something like that. So that's this Saturday. And then the following week, which is the weekend after Thanksgiving, already I've told you that Saturday we have Sparky the dog. So on, I'm trying to think if we're going to do it the Friday before, because a lot of people have the day after Thanksgiving off. And I was thinking, we could do a big project. We could do our gingerbread house on that Friday, or we could do it on Sunday. So you guys let me know if you want to do it on Friday after Thanksgiving, or if you want to do it on Sunday. I know most everybody has the day off on Friday, but they might be shopping or something like that. So anyway, so we're going to be, those are all my announcements. And we're just busy this week, and until Christmas we'll be busy. So I wanted to show you, if you're new to the Joy, or maybe you're just Joy curious. Oh yeah, so the gingerbread house that I wanted to do, Barbara's asking about the gingerbread house. So I want to do the 3D SVG gingerbread house one time. Let me just show you that. 3D SVG. Or Dreaming Tree, I should say. So they have a gingerbread house. Gingerbread house. There it is in all its glory. And I think it might be about the size of the church, maybe larger. And so it will take us at least an hour and a half to put together, I think. And it also comes with, if you wanted to buy the bundle, it comes with an adorable card of these. It's a gatefold card, you see, of these gingerbread folks. And then also this, which is a gingerbread goodie box, which I intend to use for my cookies this year. And so I'm going to be doing all three of those things, I think. So there's that. And then we have another one that we're going to do from our friend Bird's Cards. And she has put together this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous house. Let's see. Let's see if I can't find it. Well, she changed her website a little. Okay, let's see if we can't find it. Design, December. Oh, goodness. Now I can't find it because it used to be on her, right on the top of the Christmas SVGs. It used to be right on the front page. But anyway, it's gorgeous, like gingerbread house that has... There we go. Here we go. That has a clock in it. It looks to me like an heirloom kind of a piece, and you can buy the entire set. This is what I want to do this. See that? It has a clock in it, and I love it, and so I want to do that one as well. That comes with a you buy it as a grouping, and it comes with a mistletoe ball, which we will do that one as well. Oh, and look, you get a tree. Interesting tree. I like it. And then a gingerbread house card. So that's well worth it. Sometimes she puts them on sale as well. So, but it is $6.99. Okay, so we're going to do both since I couldn't decide. I apologize, I couldn't decide. And so I'd love to hear from you what you'd like to do. Friday after Thanksgiving or Sunday. I can't do Saturday because Sparky is calling me, so I cannot do that. So let me know. All right, so today we're going to be working with oh, nice. Hi. I'll check that out. Craft with Sarah. Okay. So today we're going to be working with the Joy, and I always use my iPad, although you don't need to use an iPad with the Joy. You can use anything that has Bluetooth. So if you have a laptop or even a desktop that has Bluetooth, that you do need to connect it via Bluetooth. There is no connection like with the other machines where you can direct connect via a USB port. I am an enabler. I am. But I'm proud of the things that I enable you all to do. I'm proud of that. So here's a Joy, and all I did was I'm going to download, or I want to show you, there are two apps that you can use with the Joy. There is the regular iOS, which is called Cricut Design Space. It's free. And it's great because you can see all these projects, but it can be overwhelming to the new person. So rather, I like to show people this Cricut Joy app. So this is also free. And it's just called Cricut Joy, and it's limited, but it's very streamlined. So for a beginner, it's perfect. So if you're a beginner, this is the place that I would recommend that you start. He did. The clock has to be purchased at, oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I will give you the link from where you buy the Clockworks. So anyway, so this is the Joy app, and when you open it up, it recognizes you once you've logged in, and it tells you all the different things that it can do. You can do paper crafts, you can do vinyl, stickers and decals, iron on. Here's some label making, insert cards, and paper crafts with foil. You can do the foil with the Joy app, but this is the area that I like the best, which is insert cards. And I want to just show you. There are over 1,200 cards. Yeah, you heard that right. 1,200 cards that you can make with your Joy. And these cards are called insert cards. So what that means is that, first of all, none of them have sentiment on the inside. I can tell you how to do that, but just as a briefing, what these are is they're designed to be used with these boxed cards called insert card box. And when you get these, you will have envelopes, the actual cards, and then these things which are called inserts, okay? But I got to a place when I was doing these inserts, and they're perfectly cut just for you. Oh, it's not available on the desktop. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. So the Joy app is only available. Sorry, I don't want to mislead you. The Joy app is only available as mobile. So you would only be able to use it on your iPad or your phone, iPhone or Samsung, or whatever phone you have. So so the insert cards are great because they come in this pack and you get all the things that you need, unless you need a pen, but you get all the things you need, and there's usually a dozen here. So if you have, like, say, you have a card ministry, or you just, I don't know, you just need a quick card, this is really where it's at. However, I got to a place where I was like, you know, I think I can make my own cards. So I decided my own card, like the bases. So I decided to find out how to do that. And I started with this paper. So this is from Michael's. I always talk about this paper. It's a Recollections brand. It comes in a pack of 50, and it's usually retails about $5.99 for 50 sheets. Out of this pack, you would get 100 cards. So if you're thinking, like, say you need to plan a special event and you want a specific color. So I'm thinking maybe you're doing a bridal shower and you want like a very pale pink. They do have these in like a pale pink, and you could buy that and you'd have enough to make 100 cards. This is just the card now. It's not the insert. It's not the envelopes. The envelopes are sold separately, and I'm going to show you how to do the insert. But I also wanted to mention these here. This is from Park Lane, which is a company that works, I think, exclusively, but I'm not terribly sure, but it works with Joanne. So Joanne Fabric is now selling this. So if you can't get to Michael's, you could try Joanne's. These are 8.5 by 11-inch sheets. They're between 60 to 80 pounds. It depends on the color sometimes. Usually 65 pounds is where it's at. But these are just a godsend for people who want to plan their own insert cards. And what's cool about them is all you need to do is I'm just going to bring this over here. All you need to do to make these cards is to take an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet. You see here I have several. And you need a trimmer. It doesn't have to be a Cricut trimmer, but some sort of trimmer that's going to be very specific. Because if you do this by hand, and you know, you will, I mean, I cut by hand a lot of stuff, but it will, I don't know, for these, to get the maximum out of your paper, it's better to use a trimmer. So remember, this is 8.5 inches this way and 11 inches this way. So we're going to cut it along the length size at halfway point, which is 5.5. And you see that I've actually put a little marking here at 5.5 so that if I don't have my glasses on, I can see where it is. And then let me move it over just a tiny bit. So once you put it there, and make sure you press it up to the back here, you're just going to do this little, it's really, it's a knife or some sort of like blade that's here, and it stays very long. It stays sharp, but you can buy replacements for the Cricut one anyway. So by doing that in half, you have, or you should have, 2 exact pieces. Mine's a little tiny bit off, so maybe I wasn't paying much attention. But then you take this and you're going to fold it in half like this. So then you do that with the second piece. So that's your 2 cards, and that's the same size as these, which are the medium insert cards. Now there are 2 different size insert cards. There's a small and a large, but they started out with these mediums, so that is why I show you that. I haven't had a use for that small, but I'm sure you can make the small ones yourself, and the large ones you can also make yourself, but you won't get as many cards out of it. So in addition to that, you need an insert. So an insert is, let me just show you on what I did. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So here is the card. So there's the card, right? And this is the insert. It just goes in. Once you cut out the actual card, you just take this insert and you just pop it into the 4 corners on the inside, just like this. And voila, your card is done. You can write in here, and it's just a beautiful card. It's great for quick cards. So if you have like a ministry, or you like to send cards to the military or things like that, excuse me, these are perfect, and these are the inserts. So the inserts are, as you can see, they have to be slightly smaller than the cards. So the inserts are 4 inch by 5.5 inches. I'm sorry, 5 1/4 inches, 4 inches. So I wanted to show you how to make the inserts as well as how to make the cards. So here's a really nice piece of cardstock that I have from Echo Park. It's called A Perfect Autumn by Lori Whitlock. Now I do want to mention that this is a 12 by 12 inch sheet, but they put down here the info here, so that does get the measurements off a little bit. So what I do is, if I'm going to use this, I will put it into my machine and just sort of take that off so it doesn't mess up my my cutouts. Okay, so now it should be 12 by 12. If you put it in here, it will show 12 right here. So 12 by 12 square, and that's usually the size of cardstock, for instance, like that you can buy here. But do note, sometimes when they appear in a pad, that they will have like a little tiny bit extra, or sometimes they'll have a hole there. So you need to be careful when you're cutting these out, okay? So 12 by 12, what we're going to do is we're going to cut these at 4 inch lengths. So here is at 4 inches, and we're just gonna do this. And there are 3 columns that you will get out of here. So 1, 2, and then you'll have a little tiny piece. No, you won't have a little tiny piece left over. You will not. But here is 4, and this is just a slight one to make it exactly 4. Okay, and then you're going to take each strip, turn it this way, and we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. See, there's my 5 1/2. There's 5 1/4. And you should get 6 of these from 1 sheet. So this is like, people might ask, well, why would I buy those individual sheets of scrapbook paper like that they have at Joann's or at Michael's. This is sort of what you would do. Just, you know, it's sort of like the spice in a card, something that was a special piece, or maybe it's from your scrapbook kit that you bought when we all bought those. But this is a great way to maximize your cards, okay? You can also do it with glitter. This is glitter cardstock, also 12 by 12. So again, you do this in lengths of 4, and then you turn it and you cut it at 5 1/4, and you will get 6 inserts from one sheet. Pretty good, right? So here we go. There are our inserts, and we also have our cards ready. Now let's talk about the app. Oh, let me just move some of these things around. You will, for making insert cards, you will need something called a insert card mat. That's what this is. I kept the package on here so you can see it. If you go to the store, the craft store, you'll see them hanging up next to the Joys. And they're relatively inexpensive. Like, they're usually the retail value is like I think it's $5.99, $6 retail, and that's US. And it's because these cards do not last, these mats do not last a really long time, and that's why they are kind of pricey. So, I'm sorry, kind of inexpensive. So, but I've been able to make my mats last a fairly long time, and that is because I always keep the plastic on them, and I rotate them out. So this is what a card mat looks like. And it is, let's open it up. Come on. Okay, here we go. So it's pretty sticky. This is a brand new one. All right, and here is the mat. You see it has this little pocket like this. That's different from any other mat that's made. And it's designed so that you would put this card in right at the top here and then press it. So there's that sticky part. That's why you're pressing it. And now when your machine cuts this, it's only going to cut out the top layer, okay? And if you were to do an advanced technique, which is if you wanted to write a sentiment with your pans, you can then, once you cut this out, or even before, you can turn it the other way and do the pen thing. You can't do that with the Joy app, so don't bother trying, but you can do it with the iOS. But again, I'm trying to stay easy, so I know I always kind of tell people all these extra things, but just so that you know, you can do that. And you need a mat. I would, by the way, stay away from, this is a another designer that I got, the mat, and I found it to be too sticky, and it caused a residue on the back of the mat, okay? So the Joy app, we're in the Joy app, and let's say we're going to browse all the insert cards, which is great, but there's 1,200 of them. And so they get added here. And so the oldest ones are on the bottom, which makes it a little bit hard because you're looking and they keep adding and adding. And look, there's some great Mazel Tov ones here. And I bet they have Hanukkah, but it's going to take a long time to find them. So we use the search part of this, and we can just type in Thanksgiving, or it even remembers from before. And we're doing Thanksgiving ones. And look, I have only Thanksgiving ones here. So look, Happy Thanksgiving. Grateful. I love that one. Let's do that one. So this one has like an orange back and an off-white. So we're going to get our mat set up. So let's use this off-white. We're going to need a pen because there's pen here, and then we're going to need some sort of orange. I do have some orange glitter, so we can use that for the background. So we're going to hit Start Making. And this is where, if there were different sizes, this is where you would see it. Okay, so in the event that you chose a card that had different sizes, you would need to choose the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the size we're working on. Then you hit Next, and then you have here something called Edit Color. So this is for your visual representation only. If you kind of don't know what it's supposed to look like in your head, you can change the color. So let's do this. We'll change the color. The card we're going to make off-white, and then the insert we will make, we can choose from solids or metallic. I thought there was glitter. Yep, there's glitter here. There's a pattern. I don't like the way that the pattern looks. Let's try this metallic. That one looks nice, but I think I'm more apt to go for the orange. So I think I'll use the solid orange. Again, this is just for your visualization, for your visual. This is for you. Now, you can also change the pen if you want to. There are different types of pens. There's an extra fine point. There's a fine point. There's glitter gel. There's even markers. And they're all marked on the end of it. We'll talk about it in a second. But I think that that's enough about the colors for now. So now this is the way it's going to look. And I'm thinking, I love it. So I'm going to hit Next. And at this point, you are going to just prepare your mat, which I've already done actually. And I put my insert card on there. I'm going to open up my Joy, and I'm going to hit Make It. Just so you know, it says I need an insert card, a fine tip pen, and the Joy mat. So let's get a pan. Here is fine tip black. Let's try that. And we're going to hit Make It. Your Joy is going to connect via Bluetooth to your iPad or vice versa, right? It's telling you all the details, what you need to do, okay? It says remove the mat and put the thing in there, and you're a pro at this, so you don't have to read that every single time. All right. So now we're going to first put in the pen. Remember, with all Cricut machines, it does the writing first. So we're just going to open this up, take this out, and pop it in. Don't press it, just pop it in and close. Okay? It's telling you exactly what you need to do here, and then you hit Go. So it's going to do the drawing. So while it's doing the drawing, let's talk about the different kinds of pens there are. So this in here, I believe it's a fine tip, or maybe it was extra fine. But there are different kinds of pens. So this one is extra fine point. Then we have fine. So this is fine point, and it tells you on the side, this is fine point brown. This is a glitter gel pen, and where is just the plain gel? I know this plain, oh, here it is. This is plain gel. And then you have this M on the bottom, medium or marker, I suppose, and it's 1.0 that mostly comes in metallics, okay? I'm going to show you what each one looks like. Let me get a spare piece of paper here while this is doing it. Now, a couple of things about pens. Somebody talked about it on one of the comments recently on YouTube, and that is that the pens can dry out. So the best way to prolong the life of your pens is to store them with the cap side down, like this. So you'll notice in my jar here, my mug that I made, I have some that are cap up and some that are cap down. This one's up. This one's, it should be down. And why is that? Well, some of the glitter, I shouldn't say some, the glitter gel or the regular gel pens need to actually be stored with the cap up. So the only ones that get stored with the cap up like this are the gel pens, okay? So here is a glitter gel pen. This is what it looks like. And let me just show you the difference between that and the marker. This is a marker. And then this is the extra fine. I think it's extra fine, or maybe, yep. It's extra fine. And here is the fine. So I didn't write glitter with my glitter marker. Glitter gel. Okay, here we go. Glitter gel. So that's what they look like. But again, glitter or gel, any gel should be stored cap up, and the other ones should be stored cap down. That's because all of the ink is in the barrel, and by keeping it down like this, it will stay in the tip of your pen. But the gel, the reason why you don't do it with the gel is the gel has a different kind of tip. It's a roller ball tip, and so you need to not sort of flood that roller ball, and that's why you do it that way. Okay, now our writing is done, so we need to switch out the pen for the blade. So we're just going to pop open that clamp, and we're going to take our blade, which, by the way, you do need to replace these. You do need to replace the blades on a regular basis, especially if you're using your Joy a lot. So if you start to see things like it not cutting all the way through or it's tearing the paper, then you will know that it might be time to change your blade. This is what a replacement blade looks like. You can buy them, especially if you're an Access member, you can buy them on sale. And right now, I think there's a really good price on them. It's supposed to be, I think, half off, or maybe not half off, but a good price. And then you can use my link and my code and get an additional 20% off of it. So now might be the time to stock up if you are a Joy owner. Okay, so now what we've done is taken out the pen, we've inserted the blade, but we still have to tell it to go. Now, as far as this percentage point, it's saying it's 30% done. I don't know. I don't ever like kind of believe that. I think it's just sort of a progress report, so you know kind of how it's going. And the other thing too is, I like to make 2 cards at once. So I usually just make 2 of everything, and that way I have some that I keep as my samples and others that I give away. What I like is to have a couple of these mats and have them ready. So once it's done cutting and we start talking about it, then I can put another one in here to cut, and you can develop sort of like an assembly line sort of feeling with it, and it's really a lot of fun that way. So let's do that when this one gets done. There's a lot of cutting on this one. Now, some of the cards don't have pen, and if you wanted to do, say, foil on your cards, you could also do that. The Joy actually is a joy to work with foil, and I keep telling people I'm going to give another lesson on it. I need to remember that. So the Joy really is very easy to work with for the foil, and it's just a matter of putting the foil on here with tape and switching the pen to foil if that's what you'd like to do. Okay, almost done. Now, one of the things I don't particularly like about the Joy app is you have to, each time, you have to pick your card each time. There's no like recut. So if you were cutting out all the same cards, foil Christmas cards, yeah, good idea. I will do that. Okay. So it's now done. I'm going to hit unload. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and choose another one. Let's choose this one. This one doesn't require a pen, so we can get it started. And then we can prepare our card or get our card finished up. So we're just going to peel this off. Now, I'll be honest with you, sometimes now the mats are a little too sticky. So I do use little tools to get them off like this. Now this one, I'm hoping cut all the way through, but it doesn't look like it did. Oh my goodness. Do we need to change? Isn't that interesting? Look at that. All that cutting and it didn't cut through. Oh, that's a waste. Not sure why that is. Maybe I have the, let's see. Let's pause this. Let's have a look. All right. Maybe I had it in not nearly. If not, I will have to change my blade, which is why I have a replacement blade. All right, so if this happens to you, this is what we were just talking about. This definitely is, I'm thinking it was the way that it was set up, and not so much the blade, but it might be the blade. See how it's not all cut all the way through? When the blade is getting dull, it's usually just a few places, especially the fine point places. So nothing we can do about this except do it over and throw it away. Unless you want to take, say, your True Control knife, which I am not going to do. That's way too much work, but you could go and cut out where those cut lines are supposed to be. Too much work for me. And since we are using value paper, we don't need to worry about wasting too much. So we'll just do it again and we'll see how this one comes out. What else is there to know about the Joy? Not much, except that you can buy this mat, and also the Cricut Joy comes with these mats. Doesn't come with, but you can get these like green mats and there's also a blue mat that if you didn't want to do an insert card, you just wanted to cut paper, this is how you would do it. Also, the Joy cut smart materials. So for instance, if you had smart vinyl, which is what this is, smart vinyl just for the Joy, this is how you would buy it, and no mat is, you use more pressure. The only problem with that, Ardeen, is that when you're working on the Joy mat, the Joy app, I don't think there's a place that you can add more pressure to it, but that is a good tip. Let's see if there is a place that we can add more pressure on the Joy app, because it would be a good thing. Now, look at that. It didn't cut. Right? Isn't this great? This is what live video is all about. So let's take it out and I'll show you how to replace the blade. Okay, so let's open up this box. I have asked them, by the way, to see about selling both blades and mats in quantities for people that want them, because I think just buying one at a time, it can be pricey, and they do it for the larger machines, so why not do it for the Joy? Okay, so there's my blade. I'm going to use this plunger and press this out. I'm gonna put this aside and open this up. It does have a protective little thing over it, covering. And we are going to press the plunger again and then guide it in, and you can feel it. It's a magnetic pull. And now you know that you have that in there correctly. Now, do not mess up with me again, machine. Let's try this again. What a bummer. All right. I think sometimes the gods are against me. All right, let's get this brown. Oh, I have brown over here, pre-cut. All right, here we go. Push this in. Choose the size and then hit next. And I do not see here a way to sort of change I don't see here how to change. No, I think on the Joy app, it's like what you get is what you get for the cutout. But if we continue to have problems, I will, of course, tell Cricut about it. And then we can switch over to the Design Space app, because they are two different apps. So let's try it out. I'm going to assume it was my blade, but maybe it's not. This can all be thrown away or recycled. Oh yes, it is now cutting all the way through. Which is weird, right? Because I cut these other ones just before I came on. And they cut beautifully. They did. They cut beautifully. Even this one. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's just not working. Oh, well. Can't have everything. Sometimes life is just not perfect. Well, most of the time life is not perfect. All right. So let's see if this works, and then we can finish up for today. Let's see, tomorrow, what are they going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow, oh, I know what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing another banner, because I love banners. So we are making a pumpkin, not just a pumpkin pie, a pumpkin or a pecan or a berry pie. There'll be 3 different sliced pies that we're going to make as banners, and we are going to make it for Thanksgiving. I was even thinking about miniaturizing it. Yeah, right? That's right. Go live. You can't possibly go wrong. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Right. So sometimes if you're working with the other app, it works a little little bit different. Because remember that the Joy app and the iOS app are two separate apps. And in fact, when something needs to be changed on one or the other, you have to specify with them that it is, okay, I need this on the Joy app, but not on the iOS. So I will let them know if it is a machine problem, but I don't think that it is. And I think we should put this inside. Now, this is double-sided paper. So on the inside, the people are going to see this. That's okay. I think that's fine. I kind of like this paper. And it's just so folly. It's so folly. All right. So let's unload it and have a look. Looks like it cut. Yes, it did. All right. So it was just my blade. It's all cut. It came off beautifully, and I can either use this, but I don't think I like that. I think I'll use this gold. Oh, no, let's just use the orange because it looks so cool with the orange. Let's use the orange. And we just take it and put it in the back. Be gentle because these things are, it's paper. I mean, it will hold that insert card, but you can't be ripping it either. Come on. There we go. Gobble till you wobble. Now, if you don't like that there's no glue, you can always add glue to hold it down, but I think it's okay this way. I don't know. For me, it looks okay this way. So that is how to use your Joy and also how to find all the Thanksgiving cards. There's 14 of them, and that was with just a quick search. And I've already made 1, 2, well, we got to do this one over, 3, 4, 5 of the 14. But I could sit here in the morning and just sit here and make cards. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? And you can kind of like lose yourself. This is a great Joy. The Joy is a great project for a little or somebody. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. That was Benji barking at a golden. There's 2 actually outside. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow is our pie day. We are making a Thanksgiving pie banner. Who doesn't like pie? So that will be fun. And do remember to get your name in for our giveaway, which is for a Cricut Mug Press. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, you can still get your name in every single day by sharing or commenting, liking on any of the videos. You can also do the same on Facebook. So there's still another few days left to that giveaway. So definitely get your name in. You're going to love a mug to win the Mug Press. It's really a lot of fun. And in addition to just the Mug Press, you also get $50 worth of Cricut materials that can be used with the press. And that's the giveaway that's going on right now. Remember, this Saturday is our Zoom call. We're going to be making cards. I'm looking for people who will show us cards that they've made using their Cricut, and maybe they are design space cards or whatever that they might want to just show them how they made them, and maybe they use special materials or something like that. And so if you are one of those people, definitely drop me a line here on my YouTube channel. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and you're welcome. And we will see you again. Yes, do give me a thumbs up. It really matters. So You appreciate it when I do what? Oh, I just calmly address the issue. Yeah, life doesn't always go as planned, you know? So you have to keep it calm and just carry on. So that's all the way I deal with things ever since I found out that I was the mother to a kid with autism. It's it's an autism thing that you learn to not awfulize things that much. And because kids with autism on the spectrum, kids are tend to get overwhelmed. And I was trying when I learned that technique, it was so that I could keep my son from getting too overwhelmed. So, all right, everyone, take care, and we will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.